There is a land watched over by an Eastern goddess and marked by the historic touch of Western minds. When Portuguese explorers first landed upon its shores in 1557, they found a thriving fishing village dedicated to the worship of Ama, Taoist goddess and patroness of seafarers. It was this reverence that inspired them to name the new land Macau, which means Port of Ama. As the gracious gaze of Ama continues to watch over Macau, the indelible touch of Portugal remains inscribed on city walls. The cultural evolution of Macau is unlike any other, a synthesis of East and West that has produced a singular identity and shaped Macau into the enigma it is today. A Chinese world with a European history and a piece of Portugal in Asia. Macau is the gateway to China's southern provinces and peninsular century of the Pearl River Delta. With a total land area of less than 28 square kilometers, this small group of isles is easily reached via Air Macau. The sea also offers passage into Macau through the neighboring island of Hong Kong. A constant flow of ships cross the river daily. Their hourly schedules an advantage to tourists seeking to visit both cities on the same day. Macau's history is one that has witnessed the marriage of two cultures. After colonization by the Portuguese in the 1500s, Macau was relinquished nearly 5 centuries later as a special administrative region to the People's Republic of China. As a result of its rich history, the streets of Macau breathe a unique air of duality. An undeniable European flavor permeates the atmosphere, intermingled with a distinctly Chinese taste. Asian faces tread upon cobblestone streets, their feet guided by Portuguese signs around every corner. Traditional Chinese temples stand beside magnificent European structures, architectural testimonies to Macau's time as a colony of the West. It is because of this fusion of cultural elements that the UNESCO declared Macau a World Heritage Site on July 15, 2005, making it the 31st designated heritage site in China. One day is all it takes for a visitor to see the historic center of the city. The maze of narrow roads that traverse Macau lead to architectural delights at every corner. It all begins at Senado Square. Located at the heart of Macau, Senado Square is the perfect place to shop, eat, and sightsee all in the same picturesque area. The square has long been the urban center of the city, and its elaborate swirl walkways have witnessed the passing of numerous events and celebrations. Sunanda Square is surrounded by neoclassical architecture that whets a photographer's appetite. It is an intriguing blend of commerce amid structural artistry. Overseeing the square is the imposing frontage of the Leal Senado building. Built in 1784, Leal Senado served as Macau's municipal chamber, a prestigious designation it upholds today. A short meander into Senado Square leads to St. Dominic's Church, one of the many churches founded by the Catholic orders that landed on Macau soil. St. Dominic's is bathed in subtle shades of yellow, a serene ambiance for the numerous devotees that visit the church daily. It is said that in 1644, a Portuguese soldier accused of supporting the Spanish was slain upon the church altar during Mass. However, the tranquility that permeates through St. Dominic's today belies this gory tale. The belfry on the upper floors has been converted into a museum, showcasing various artifacts that detail Macau's Catholic past. It is one of several religious museums found around Macau. Walking tours are the best way to uncover the hidden treasures of the city. Some of the most interesting discoveries in Macau are sandwiched between the narrowest of roads and the most unassuming of street corners. A short wander away from Senado Square takes you to more historic sites. Pictorial scenes stretch out from Senado Square, an aesthetic reward for those willing to march up the maze of cobblestone streets. Due to Macau's layout, it's no surprise that many of its historical highlights are situated close to one another. St. Augustine Square is one such area. Besides being part of Macau's heritage sites, the square also hoards 4 of the 25 attractions included in the list. St. Augustine's Church dominates the locale, flanked by the Sir Robert Holtong Library, Dom Pedro V Theatre, and St. Joseph's Church and Seminary. St. Joseph's along with St. Paul's College were key elements in the missionary work done in China, Japan, and surrounding regions. The squares and alleys eventually lead to one of the most famous photo ops in Macau, the ruins of St. Paul's. Ruins is a fitting name for this historic site. Burned down in 1883, only the facade of the original structure remains. Tourists are given a chance to glimpse the original glory of St. Paul's by climbing the staircase located behind the facade. Another facet of uniqueness found only at St. Paul's is its proximity to the tiny Nat Chat Temple. Built in 1888, this traditional Chinese temple sits beside the ruins of St. Paul's and the remaining section of the old city walls. Nat Chat Temple exists in stark contrast to the European style of its neighbors. At a single glance, one can see the fusion of East and West that Macau exemplifies.
Macau has something unique to offer. Macau was the first platform where the West met China for the first time and in the most enduring way throughout 4.5 centuries. This is a chapter in human history, so it's the coming together of different civilizations that enabled the development of society in general. So that is what people need to learn. Also in terms of peaceful coexistence, Macau has an historic background that is a standard for mutual respect and peaceful coexistence. So that is a good role model to endure and to be represented by our monuments. That is why the monuments are so personal and so alive. They tell their own past, but we also combine it with our own present and future.
Macau is evidence that different cultures can exist in unison. Its colorful history paints a picture of peaceful duality, one that has traversed through the pastel hues of Europe before finally becoming a part of China, simultaneously creating an identity all its own.